morning, everyone. I am your lecturer this morning, Mr. Rodolfo Di Martin, a faculty and researcher of Ramon Magsaysay Center for Agricultural Resources and Environment Studies in Central Luzon State University. This morning, I am going to discuss the topic on organic fertilizers and biopesticides for organic and sustainable farming. For the intended learning outcomes, after this training, the participants should be able to understand how organic fertilizers and biopesticides being produced, enhance knowledge of the participants on the production of good quality, environmentally, economically, socially, and hygienically beneficial and applicable organic fertilizers and biopesticides. And the participants should be able to produce their own agricultural organic inputs. This particular topic will be able to discuss the organic fertilizer, its definition and benefits, the steps in organic fertilizer production, the plants as source for botanical pesticides, and botanical pesticides preparation. We're now going to discuss what organic fertilizer is. Organic fertilizers contain plant or animal-based materials that are either a byproduct or end product of naturally occurring processes such as animal manure and composted organic materials. Organic fertilizer is any fertilizer that originates from an organic source is considered to be organic. Organic fertilizers differ from chemical fertilizers in that they feed your plants while building a healthy soil, and they are considered the more environmentally friendly option. So what are the benefits of organic fertilizer? In using organic fertilizer, we are producing a non-toxic food. An organic fertilizer ensures that the food item produced are free of harmful chemicals. Organic fertilizers can be an on-farm production. Organic fertilizers can be prepared locally or on the farm itself. Organic fertilizer needs a low capital investment. Organic fertilizers ensures that the farm remain fertile. And the last one is organic fertilizer helps to become our environment safe. Organic fertilizers are easily biodegradable and do not cause environmental pollution. So we are now going to present the step in organic fertilizer production. First, prepare raw materials needed. Collect materials that are locally available in the area, like rice straw. This has rich in nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium content. Leaf litters for nitrogen, household or market waste. When collecting market waste, make sure that this was segregated. Collect only those biodegradable waste in the market. Then, we also need to collect animal manure. Use manure from the ruminant animals like carabao, cattle, goat, horse, or even chicken manure and hog manure. And also, we need to collect carbonized rice hull or CRH as the neutralizer. We can also add fresh green leaves like cacahuate or Lyricidia sepium and ipil-ipil or leucocephala. And now, I am going to present how organic fertilizer being produced. These are the steps in organic fertilizer production. First, prepare raw materials needed. Collect materials that are locally available in the area, like rice straw. This has rich in nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium content. Leaf litters for the nitrogen content. Household or market waste. When collecting market waste, make sure this is segregated. Collect only those biodegradable waste in the market. Animal manure. Use manure from the ruminant animals like cattle, carabao, goat, horse, or even chicken and hog manure. We need to collect carbonized rice hull or CRH as the neutralizer. And also, we can add fresh green leaves like cacahuate or Gliricidia sepium and ipil-ipil or Leucaena leucocephala and some other leguminous crops for additional nitrogen and banana bract for potassium. And also we need to prepare a decomposer for faster decomposition of those materials we use. For the decomposer, we can use any kind of decomposer or activator that can enhance the decomposition period of our materials. But we, in RM Cares, we are using trichoderma or TRICHO-PLUS, and this TRICHO-PLUS is also produced by the RM Cares. This is a microorganisms isolated from carabao manure and grows in the mixture of rice bran and garden soil as the growing media. And this is readily available in RM Cares. After collecting those materials, shred or chop the collected materials, especially those materials which is big, like the banana bract. We need to chop it into small pieces for easily decompose. Then mix the collected materials. After chopping or shredding the materials, mix the material at a ratio of 3:1:1. 3 parts of solid waste composed of rice straw, leaf litters, fresh green leaves, and banana bract. 1 part of animal manure and 1 part of carbonized rice hull. Then, pile of chopped or shredded materials. While piling, put 2 to 4 kilograms or 4.4 to 8.8 pounds of TRICHO-PLUS per ton of compost pile. This was broadcasting on the part of. Then, pile the chopped or shredded materials. While piling, put 2 to 4 kilograms or 4.4 to 8.8 pounds of TRICHO-PLUS per ton of compost pile. This was broadcasting on the part of piling rice straw or on the part of piling leaf litters. The pile size is depending on the volume of your collected materials or your target volume of production, as long as this was pitted on the area of your production. Water the whole pile and cover with plastic or any materials that can help to increase the temperature of the pile into a maximum temperature of 60 degrees Celsius. Monitor the temperature of the pile weekly. See to it that this was not exceed to the required temperature of 60 degrees Celsius. When the pile is exceeded to 60 degrees Celsius, the pile needs to turn for aeration. When turning the pile, remove the plastic cover and turn the pile using spade or 3-finger fork. Water while turning the pile. A continuous supply of oxygen is required to ensure faster decomposition of the pile. Enough air is needed for the compost pile in order for the microorganisms to function well in their activity for a faster decomposition. Cover again the pile with plastic to maintain the required temperature. Continuous monitoring of temperature until it was fully decomposed. Composting period will last 2 to 3 months when organic materials are no longer recognizable with these characteristics: no foul odor or odorless, stable temperature, easy to crush, and black or dark brown in color. And now harvesting. Remove the compost from the pile. Let it cool and air dry in a cool and shaded area for a week until meeting of 30 to 35% moisture content. Shred or crush the matured, harvested, air-dried compost and passes in 2 mm sieve or screen to separate unwanted materials from the compost, and sieving of compost is required for us to collect a good quality organic fertilizer. And now, pack the processed organic fertilizer into 50 kilograms or 110 pounds was sacked with plastic lining to maintain the good quality of the finished product and the moisture content of 30 to 35%. And now, the organic fertilizers are ready to use or store in a cool and dry place. And that is for the organic fertilizer production. And now, we are going to discuss what biopesticide is. Biopesticides are certain types of pesticides derived from such natural materials as animals, plants, bacteria, and certain minerals. Biopesticides include naturally occurring substances that control pests, or we call it biochemical pesticide. Microorganisms that control pests, which is the microbial pesticide, and pesticidal substances produced by plants containing added genetic material or the plant incorporated protectants. And this is what we are going to discuss or to demonstrate today. But before that, here are the ranges of plants that can be used as botanical pesticide or biopesticides. Marigold or amarillo or the tagetes, cacahuate or madre cacao or the Gliricidia cipium, yellow ginger or turmeric or curcuma longa, neem tree leaves or Azadirachta indica, hot pepper or Capsicum annuum, fire plant or lantana camara, garlic or Allium sativum, oregano or Origanum vulgare, native ginger or Zingiber officinale, basil or Ocimum basilicum, and some other botanical plants that is available in the area. And now, I am going to present the hot pepper extract preparation as biopesticide. Prepare and weigh 1 kilogram or 2.2 pounds of hot pepper, then chop into small pieces. Put in a blender and add water at a ratio of 1:1. For 1 kilogram or 2.2 pounds of hot pepper or chili, put 1 liter of water and then blend. After blending, put the mixture in a fine mesh cloth or fine mesh net, then squeeze to separate the liquid part from the solid part. Then put the crude extract in a dark bottle. Then the extract is now ready to use. The recommended rate of the crude extract when you spray on plants is 50 milliliter of crude extract per 1 liter of water. That is for the hot pepper or chili extract preparation. Here is another biopesticide preparation, the fermented oriental herbal nutrient, or we call OHN. For the preparation, prepare and weigh 1 kilogram or 2.2 pounds of yellow ginger and 250 grams or 0.55 pounds hot pepper. Crush or chop the yellow ginger and hot pepper into small pieces, then grind using a blender. Mix the grinded materials and put them in a clay jar or clay pot or plastic container and add 1 kilogram or 2.2 pounds of molasses or brown sugar. Then cover the jar with Manila paper and sealed with rubber and let it ferment for 3 days. After 3 days, remove the cover of the clay jar and add 2.5 liters of lambanog or coconut wine or gin. Cover again and keep the clay jar or clay pot closed and sealed and let it ferment for another 2 days. After another 2 days, harvest the fermented OHN, put the mixture in a fine cloth or fine mesh net and squeeze to separate the solid particle from the liquid and put the fermented OHN in a dark bottle and now ready to use. The recommended rate of OHN is 30 milliliter per 1 liter of water. And that's all for the organic fertilizer and biopesticides for organic and sustainable farming. Thank you for the listening.